What is up, everyone? Kyle here. We're back. Been a while, I know. We've been focusing getting the house all finished up and getting ready to get moved in. So I've been really just focused on that. Little real world testing today. Got the Ford Ranger Tremor with a trailer here. Just want to see gas mileage, how it handles, all stuff like that. Towing it back here, just the 25 miles to my house, where we're living now. This thing, I normally average about 22, 23 with the Tremor. I only got 15, 16, somewhere around there. So big difference just by putting this, I mean, it's not small, but it's not a large trailer either. Putting it on there, just a huge decrease in gas mileage. So we got some appliances that we're gonna be throwing on here. Not the fridge, that's gonna be put in later because we got food in there. We'll be throwing some appliances on the trailer and we're gonna see what it gets driving the 45 minutes to the new house, what type of gas mileage we can get, how it handles all that stuff. But yeah, been a while. Now I got 33,000 miles on the Tremor. Like I said in a previous video, the video of the complaints, it's just a little small for me. Perfect otherwise, great on gas mileage if you don't have anything in it. The 2.3 motor in these things is great. The problem is you put any type of weight in them and they just struggle, gas mileage just heavily decreases. It is what it is. It's a, it's a light duty truck meant for, getting around, light things, stuff like that, not meant for towing, stuff like that. I get that, so don't go bashing me in the comments. I get that it's meant for, little things, but it'd be nice to have a little better overall if you are spending, 48,000 on a vehicle. But enough being said, let's get this thing loaded up, show you guys what it looks like. It's not really flat, so it's not gonna be perfect because obviously it's gonna look like it's way up in the air. But we'll get it loaded up, show you guys how much this thing costs, just a little bit of weight on it. And then we'll get going and see how this thing actually handles. Well, we made it. Not much room to turn around here, so because of that still there, not much room, so I had to drive up there and back it in, and that is just a muddy mess. Getting close, tubs here. Massive garage. Have something in store there. So like I said, guys, this is all you get to see for now. Massive garage. Huge things coming from here. But we'll get unloaded and get going. Just so much mud over there. It's ridiculous. Gas mileage wasn't too bad. I got 16.5 unloaded with those two appliances on there. Got 15.5, so not that much difference. In town though, I was averaging 9. There is a majority of highway to the new house, so after getting on the highway, it did bring it back up. But only 9 miles per gallon with the trailer. You can see mud all over it. It is what it is. It's not meant to be towing. It's not meant to tow. Ford says it will tow 7,500 pounds. That's just not what it's meant to do. See, massive, just super muddy. If it wasn't for that, backing up would have been super easy, but handled it. We are finally moving, getting the garage cleaned out here at the old house. Gonna be moving into the new house and putting the Ranger through its absolute paces. Now, obviously, I know it's not meant to tow, haul, all that stuff. It's just a little mid-sized truck, that's all. But we are putting it through its paces, seeing absolutely what it can do. Got some boxes and stuff here that we're gonna get loaded up. It's a little dark, I just have the garage door shut. It is cold here today, 40-some degrees randomly. But I'm going to show you how much this truck squats with just the bed full, not even to its payload max. So if you guys know, these trucks, about 1,340 pounds is its max payload, but with the Tremor package, the off-road package, these things squat a lot. So yesterday I went ahead and measured how high it sits off the ground without anything in, got that box in there. We're gonna start loading up more and show you how much this thing actually squats with just a little bit of payload in it. Okay, so here's what I have in here. 4 fuel cans that are full, 3 that are empty, some brake rotors, that box, and a jack. That's it. Let's see how much this thing started at. 39.5 inches off the ground. Let's measure this thing and show you how much it's dropped with just this little bit in there. So if you look at it, it's 38.5. It dropped a full inch. Like that's crazy just for that little bit in. Imagine if you're towing something, how far it's gonna squat. Because this isn't that much in here. This is about what you do if you're racing a weekend or something. Jacks, spare parts, little grill, seat, box of stuff. You probably have more than that, plus a car. And these are empty, so, but that's no big deal. This video is gonna be made over many days as we were moving. Got to tow with the truck, obviously we gotta move all this stuff as well. We're getting an actual truck, like a moving truck to move all the big stuff. But I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is for this truck to feel like there's a ton of weight in it. Also with the motor, what I've noticed driving it with the weight in the back is the motor just gets stressed out so easily because obviously it's just a 2.3 liter with a turbo. It's designed great for being empty, just driving around. You know, some people, not the Tremor package, can get 28 miles per gallon. I can get 22 miles per gallon with the Tremor package. The bigger wheels and tires make a big difference in the gas mileage. But you put any type of weight in it, any type of acceleration, and the motor just sucks gas, and I'll show you guys that. So far, it's handling it pretty well. You can tell it's just struggling a little bit more than what it is, than what it normally does, which is obvious because any type of load in a vehicle, it's going to struggle a little bit more, especially these small motors. Just driving around, shifting isn't great, but it's just a normal mode. So switch at the tow haul mode, obviously that'll be better. But unlike the Raptor, which when you put it in tow haul mode, the suspension firmed up in the back, this does not do that. So I definitely feel it rocking more side to side in turns, while in the Raptor, you would, throw it in tow haul mode, and it would almost feel like sport mode, but shift profile and stuff like that would be a little different. It was a lot firmer in turns. It didn't feel like you were leaning way over as you were turning. I do feel like, there is weight in the back, even though there's a little bit. I don't think this would be a vehicle that you could tow the Shelby with or anything like that. Maybe something light, tow some things with it. Light stuff, absolutely. Cars, this thing is not, it's bread and butter. Especially a turn like this, it just feels like it wanted to roll over the whole time. Yeah, like any off-camber turn, or any from a stop accelerating and turning at the same time, you just feel the truck leaning, and it leans bad. That's just the way the suspension is. That's not something you're going to change unless you actually swap out the suspension. You can't change drive modes or anything like that. This is one thing I really do miss about the Raptor, is changing drive modes and all that. This does technically change drive modes. It just goes to sport. What you get is different shift profile, different throttle response. Obviously, turbo. I'm not sure if it's wastegate that is different or what it is, but you can definitely feel that. And then steering gets a little heavier. It's electric steering, so that's pretty easy to do, but that's all you really get out of it, nothing else. But yeah, like this, up a hill and around a corner, and you just feel it lean. Like it just wants to lean so bad. The body roll is ridiculous with any type of weight in it. But we are doing surprisingly well. Gas mileage hasn't tanked like I thought it might, but then again, there's not that much weight in the bed, only about 500 pounds. I think I'll do the math, the full math when we get there, but so far it's not much. It just doesn't inspire any type of confidence with weight in there, especially with the brakes of these Rangers. So this turning and up a hill at the same time, I'm not trying to get into it. This is just normal accelerating, and you can hear it really having to rev out to get up to the speed it needs to be. Alright guys, we'll sit out here on the front porch. We'll wrap things up. When it comes to the Ranger and moving, it did a decent job. Like I said, it's small, which means you couldn't really put a lot of stuff into it. The main place you could put items is in the bed, and then soft items sitting on the seat. That's just, you know, because it's just a smaller truck. Moving, I mean, it did what we wanted it to do. Yes, it struggled, a small motor, stuff like that. The suspension made things not inspiring to drive, but it's not meant to move. It's a light-duty truck that can do some off-roading. It does that well, but moving, not so much. Will it move? Yes. If you do it, you know, daily, absolutely not. It will not do that daily. You will destroy that truck. Weekly, monthly, if you do it, if you help friends move a lot of stuff like that, maybe. But as you guys can see, got some grass seed down here. 10 bags of grass seed made that thing squat about the same that it did with just all that stuff in the back that you guys saw. I have a lot more grass seed to do, as you guys can see down the hill there. A lot of dirt still. Yeah, we'll see how much it squats with 15-20 bags of grass seed. And I'll just keep showing you guys what it's like to drive this thing. Not, well, maybe daily. Some of you guys might not be doing stuff like this. Some of you might need to do more than this. So we'll just keep going with the videos. Now that we're moved in, we'll get settled into the house and maybe have some actual cool things coming for you.